Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. It's Wednesdays. And wherever there's a Wednesday in the world, there's a ManSions. Listen, we about to go ham in it. Hey, young man, can you turn that light on for us? We plugged it in. We brought it in this motherfucker. There we go. Might as well turn this motherfucker on. No, I got you, Howie. Listen, if this is your first time tuning in to the ManSions series, let's break it down a little bit. This is what we do. A lot of times, women from all over the world, they have their red tables. They have their platforms. They have the medium by which to spread their beliefs, whether they be true or not, or it's not in question right now. Mm-hmm. But they have their platforms. They have their heroes. Mm-hmm. Their sheroes. Whether it be Oprah, Issa Rae, and many countless others.
Babe.
Beyonce. Let's throw her in there. Rihanna. We can keep going. ManSions is that platform for men. The underserved masculine voice in the world. We must tell the truth. That's what this topic and show is about. Us being able to chop it up in such a real way. Well, you know what it is. Somebody said Oprah sucks. Don't do her like that. God damn it.
Well,
we need to be able to tell the truth, though. So don't be offended. I have a lot of female listeners who listen to this show who get offended. I don't like the way you guys said that. I don't like the way. One of our guests is in serious traffic. That's fine. Just make it when you can. Clearly, he's watching. Don't worry, because this topic is about to be retarded. Before I get to the topics, you already know what I got to do. I got to support businesses. One of those businesses, black-owned business. Total Package Energy. Here, take a bottle of this. He's like, wait a minute. The fuck is in here, Zoe? Total Package Energy. If you drink Red Bull, if you drink 5 Hour Energy, if you drink Monster, this is about 17,000 times better.
It's enriched with vitamins, natural ingredients, and amino acids.
It was created by a brother out of Oakland. I learned about it because my son was up there training with the same guy that trains Damon Lillard and all these other guys for strength. And the guy was sipping on this bottle, and I was like, well, what is it? He was like, it's the energy drink we give the athletes. And it doesn't have anything in it that would get them in trouble. Yeah. But this shit really worked. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to start shouting it out. Mm-hmm. Then he sent me a case, and I've been bouncing off the walls ever since. This is yours.
Okay, I was trying to give it a little promo.
You was trying to...
trying to help you out.
The bottle is modeling. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Model the bottle.
Model the bottle. Total Package Energy. Another amazing product I have on deck. I don't have any more bottles of it. It's hot sauce. Yes, I know it sounds a little ratchet, a little barbecue-ish. But look, it's hot sauce, man. And it's a great brand. It's called Bell Sauce. I'll be bringing some more bottles on later. Bell Sauce Hot Sauce. BellSauce.com. Like Bradley Beal, but it's not owned by Bradley. This has no affiliation to Bradley. Bell Sauce Hot Sauce. Go there, check it out. If you've already checked it out, the shit is ridiculous. I'm going to put everybody, guest names and all of that stuff in the description in a second. I want to get past all of this. I want everybody in my chat room to hit the like button, hit the share button. I see people are still coming in. It's all good. And I want to hear from you. The number to dial is 323-230-4445. Hit the like button, share button, chat room, share, all that. Super chat. Let's do it. Because I'm about to jump into today's topic. Quick description. We did a show Monday with the ladies on the VOR about colorism. But then colorism sprawled into a whole world of shit, which is normal for women. We got to talk about everything. It's very difficult to just stay right here in this lane and deal with this issue right here. So we talked about a whole world of things. We talked about economic issues. We talked about interracial dating being the golden parachute of the black struggle.
Interesting.
You like that little twist,
golden
that little
parachute.
Fuck it, I'm out.
Amazing.
Niggas is struggling. I'm out.
I can see that.
You can see that. Conceptually, you can see that, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people have said something similar to that. It was reported, rumored, alleged that Carrie Champion said it.
Wow.
I can't date black men. I can't deal with the struggle that they come with.
That's been said before by women not as famous.
Okay, so this is going to be stupid as hell today.
I'm here, man.
I see. I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, comedian, actor extraordinaire, Howie Bell in the building. Say what's up, Howie.
Hey, everybody, hello. This is Howard Bell. I changed my name. I'm getting more studious. Howard Bellaccini.
Howard Belarus.
Yeah. I met Gregory Hines one time when he had the Gregory Hines show, and he was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Howie Bell." He said, "You should tell people your name is Howard. Make you have more respect."
Howard.
He walked away from me.
Belafonte.
Right.
I'm part
Yes.
Italian.
How with the Bellalo?
So we in here right now. We
Yeah,
gotta
man.
we gotta
How you doing,
discuss
Zo?
this.
Thank
Man,
you for
I'm
having
good,
me,
man.
my brother. I appreciate you.
Now, the last time you was
Yeah.
here, you was putting in work.
Hey, man.
Then you had to leave. Then you missed some fireworks.
Yeah.
So I really want us to cover this, but then I also want to juxtapose another question. Because this is ManSions, and men have to have real conversations if men ever decide they want to grow
This is
up.
your virtual man cave, if you will.
Yeah. There we go. I got you, Howie.
All right. Righteous.
So last night, and I'm going to throw it to you, Howie.
Yeah.
Last night, I was at this cigar lounge,
Okay.
and they were breaking down this book by a black male professor who left America. He was teaching in the SEC at Texas A&M. He's the author of a book called Man Not. And that book forces the readers to look at black male masculinity without the lens of feminism and racism.
Straightforward.
Man Not is the name of the book.
Unfiltered.
In the book, it chronicles all the abuses by men, women, and system that black men don't get to face as a victim. It just happens to us, and we just got to pick up and keep the fuck moving. So, of all the people on planet Earth, the black man got to take shit from everybody.
No time to play the victim.
No time to play the victim. Pick your shit up and keep it going, nigga.
Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you.
Okay. And so, what was amazing to me, because the sister that was moderating the book signing is a professor herself. And she said, well, fuck. She couldn't finish the book. She crying. She going through it.
Wow.
Because nobody ever, you know
put it
how
down like that.
You know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
professors,
yeah, absolutely.
The motherfuckers,
Yeah.
erudite than a motherfucker. So he put it down in such a way that she said, I got to re-lens every man that I've ever looked at. Talking about a black man.
That's deep.
She said, I got to re-lens every man, every black man that I've ever dealt with. I got to re-lens him. Now, it is clear that colorism is an outgrowth of racism, white supremacy, Jim Crow, all those things. My keys to the car, you ask? The white man done came in here. Here go the white man right now asking for car keys. This your first time driving my car? All right. Don't tear nothing up, Whitey. But again, she said, I got to re-lens. I got to change the way I view the world. We put that colorism piece, we know where it comes from. I saw all of those women take a knee last night. They took a knee. They basically said, number one, I didn't know this. Number two, the way we judge black men, we're using white supremacy talking points.
That's dope. I'm glad that she was able to verbalize that and basically,
Now I'm gonna hit you in the head.
have to do a reassessment of how you've been viewing us all these years. I am actually proud that somebody said it.
It was 3 women in the building.
3.
So now we flip the coin. Black men who use white supremacy talking points. white supremacy beauty tips. We looking at these sisters. I heard a black man say the other day, not 2 feet from me, she's too dark for me.
Yeah, what does that mean?
The man said, she's too dark for me. Do black men have the same issues with colorism that black women have? You can make an argument, Howie, that the makeup industry is all about colorism.
It is.
They don't make makeup for black skin. They just started doing it, I heard.
They make makeup for black skin.
Tell me about it.
They make makeup for all skin tones, from white to black.
Do they?
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Look.
Women have makeup, and the only reason why I know that is because I've been around women. I'm a grown man. I've been around women, and yeah, no, they have makeup. MAC, expensive ass makeup. You know what I'm saying? With all different shades, all different skin tones, all different ethnicities. They have makeup for all that.
But do black men put black women through this beauty grinder? Talk to
me. Probably some. Yeah, some do.
Yeah,
black men put a women, no matter color, could be shape, size. We put them all through beauty grinders,
some
in some
kind of
shape,
grinder
form, or fashion. Yeah,
but I'm talking specifically colorism. The guys you know, the guys you've been around.
Yeah,
do they prefer lighties or the little chocolate pieces?
I'm married. My wife is light skinned. I'm a dark skinned brother.
But does that mean you prefer light skin?
No.
Go.
And I've been with different shades of women through my life. I don't prefer shade. I don't look at shade when I look at women. I judge women on a whole different. I look at your style, the way you carry yourself, all that kind of stuff. What comes out your mouth? You know what I'm saying? Are you wild? I don't, when I was younger, I probably didn't care. I don't like wild women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just loud, obnoxious, and I look at those things. I look at your heart, look at the way you treat other people. You watch people and watch the way they treat other people, and then you can make assessments for yourself. Like, I look at all that. So the color of the skin is not, it's not a priority for me to be one way or another. You understand what I'm saying? But I can see how some make their preference. You know what I'm saying?
But some would say you're an anomaly.
Some might.
Right.
But I love them all, though. I love light skin, dark skin,
We want to hear
caramel colored.
That mocha piece.
Mocha. There's some beautiful, beautiful tones out here, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That mocha one.
That mocha one?
That mocha?
Yeah. There's some women with different tones, and then different parts of their bodies have different tones to them.
Oh, I like those.
I love those. I swear I love that. I don't know. Now that I like.
They got light skin, mocha, and dark skin patches.
Yeah.
Come here, patches. Get in the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something attractive about some of the discolorations.
Get in here, patches.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm you talking to him. I'm a Scorpio too, so I'm not a big zodiac guy like yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that we are sexual creatures, emotional creatures, and very passionate. So I look at women in a whole different light than maybe, the average Joe.
I want to hear from ladies, sisters, chocolate, beautiful sisters that have been discriminated against by their brothers because they were too dark. Call us and share your experience. The brothers are here to listen. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. I also want to hear from brothers who prefer chocolate drops.
I've seen really dark-skinned women with light-skinned guys, too. A lot of them.
I've seen that
flip.
I've seen
that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a real thing as far as just like an opposite attract type thing, or if it's some superficial. I just want to be with somebody light. I don't know what that is. It could be something natural. You know what I'm saying? It could be a natural feeling for somebody to be attracted, to somebody that doesn't look like them. You know what I'm saying? Or have the same tone as them. That could be something You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be something egregious. You know what I'm saying? Or
evil or bad
evil
or
or
malicious.
bad or malicious. Right. It doesn't have to be that, I don't think.
All right, let's hear it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Donald. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Donald from Dallas. What's up, DD?
Nothing much, man. How y'all doing tonight?
All is well. What's up? What's going on in Dallas?
Good to hear. Ain't shit. Hot and humid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's always hot in Texas.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, I like me personally, I don't discriminate. I date, caramel, mocha, dark skin. It really don't.
There you go.
It really don't matter to me personally.
Right. You don't.
And something I wanted. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, but something I wanted to bring to y'all's attention. Bill Duke, he was on Vlad TV recently talking about the color issue. And he has said that him personally, he avoided having kids because he didn't want to risk having a kid as dark as him because he didn't want that kid to go what he went through.
Wow.
And then they had showed a clip of this young ignorant rapper. I forget his name, but he was saying he doesn't like to date dark-skinned girls because he was like, I'm already black enough. Why do I want somebody as black as me? Just some straight ignorant stuff he was saying.
Wasn't that Kodak Black?
No, he said something, but this other kid, I think his name was Glock 9 something like that, but he was like, I'm black as fuck. I don't want no other black in this world, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that, just some straight ignorant stuff.
Yeah, people are saying it's Glock 9.
Glock 9.
Yeah,
hey, brother, thank you for the call. We appreciate you reaching out.
Now, it's a thin line between, organically liking somebody and then just being ignorant as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people are just ignorant as hell, and they just followers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if a certain image is being presented to you or presented to the general public, a lot of people are going to go for that because they just want to go with the mainstream flow.
But that's you're describing most of the people in the world are ignorant as hell. You're not describing the majority, bro.
Most of the people on the planet you think are ignorant as hell.
As
on the planet.
Rocks.
As rocks. Now, when you say most, is it still just 1 percentile over 50? Or is it up in the 60s or 70%?
Let's just go old school Nation of Islam. 5'10", 85.
Right.
Let's just go old school Nation of Islam.
Okay.
85% deaf, dumb, and blind.
Right.
10% the motherfuckers who know but don't show, don't share, and control the 85% because of their ignorant, and then the 5% that are, the living true gods.
Right.
Who got the knowledge, who got the information.
Right.
I'm going to go with old school Nation of Islam. Caller.
I like that.
Turn your toilet down. What's happening?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's happening? You got to turn all of that down in the background so it can be clear.
Yeah, I turned it down, man. I'm actually... Let me take these off of my headphones. See? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, he got the Bluetooth around his neck. You know the little piece?
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. I've been calling your show every week, and for some reason, I don't get no dial tone or nothing, man.
Well, we use Boost Mobile over here, so we got an Obama phone plugged in. I'm sorry.
It's Sprint. I'm like, man, is it my phone? I'm like, damn, I'm about to tell Sprint. I'm about to go to Verizon. I'm like, if Verizon fuck up, I'm like, it's over for me.
Oh man, you here now, brother?
Yeah, but yeah, man. Like me and my wife had this discussion, and she's brown skinned, and like I told her, I said I just love me a real dark skinned, chocolate looking ass girl, and everything. Because we had this big old talk, and she was looking at me like, well, you like thicker girls, and I ain't that thick, so what made you draw to me? I said, it's the heart. I say, when it come down to it, the heart not going to tell you, you know what I'm saying, hey, go get that thick-ass girl over there. You're gonna go whatever, catches your heart. Like, I was listening to a guy, he was saying, I forgot the term he used, like you get hit by the bus or hit by something. The lightning bolt. Yeah, the lightning bolt. He said you get hit by the lightning bolt, and when it strikes, you know, that girl catch your eye, and it just had you stunned for a minute. Like he was talking about, I think it was in The Godfather.
I got a question for you. Now, you don't really know a woman's heart when you first meet them. What is the very first thing that attracted you to her?
That's what it is.
It was her looks.
Juicy booty.
It was her looks.
It was her looks.
You know,
that's honest.
Right from her face. You know, like she not nice ass titties, but you know, just her face. How she, you know, she was looking very eccentric, and she's from Jamaica, but you know, she looked damn near Indian to me because she had long ass hair. You know what I'm saying? She was brown skin, but I just thinking that she was like a real dark skinned Indian, but she was Jamaican.
Okay. Okay. Have you ever been with a light skinned woman?
Yeah, I've been kind of light skinned. I fooled around with one white girl before.
Kind of light skinned?
He said, I fooled around with one white girl before.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I love the black women, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's do it. Hey, thank you for the call. We appreciate you, man.
All right, now.
Let's just go out on a limb. Who's the most beautiful woman on planet Earth?
Oh, my God.
Color-wise.
Color-wise?
I'm going to black woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does anybody call it? I want anybody. I want to be fought on this.
I don't think you get an argument on that one.
Who's going to argue with me right now?
There's so many different colors of black women.
But I'm talking about
and their beauty in the different regions of the world. I mean, it's any indigenous or ethnic type woman is going to win. They look good.
You seen a dark skinned Asian
man? Hey man, they got real darker than me Indians. I'm talking about from India.
Those are Asians.
Those are Asians. Yes, they are.
Come on, man.
Yes, they are.
Let's go.
South Americans. Any of those. Argentina. Colombia.
Comptonians.
Take your pick. Listen, Chicago. Detroit and Cleveland.
Please don't play yourself.
Give me any of them cities. Yeah, St. Louis. Let's take it back to the States. Right.
Come on.
It's some beautiful women of color in the world, man.
But you do know that our women have a stigma because they think we don't like them.
That's crazy.
We have to address that.
Yeah, that's good. We love them.
They don't believe
we
that.
love them.
That's all disingenuous right now.
We love them, man.
You're going to have to say it in a way that they believe us, Howie.
The problem is men are afraid to go really hard after what they like, I believe. I believe men are insecure when it comes to beauty.
Okay, say more.
Yeah.
Yeah, say more. Here we go.
I think men are afraid to really go for what they're attracted to a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
But why?
The fear of rejection is heavy with men.
Yeah.
Men can't deal with that.
Rejection, number one.
Rejection.
Ladies, we're creating a list for you.
Yeah, you know.
Rejection.
We don't want to hurt our pride. You know, our pride gets hurt. You know what I mean? Men are very prideful creatures. So when somebody takes our pride away from us or kind of knocks a notch off,
wow.
It takes our insecurity down. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know, so we have to learn how to control that and deal with that and be able to bounce back.
But you know what I think? Because we live in a capitalist society, I think the biggest one is money. Because when a man has money,
his confidence is
he thinks it ain't even confidence. He thinks he can afford any woman,
right? That he talks to.
Dennis, bitch, you know what this is over here,
right?
You see this on
right? Yeah, and women will use that, but they may not like him.
Go into that.
Whole families have been created based on material and money, and the woman don't like him.
Don't give a fuck.
Never gave a fuck about him. Don't love him. She was just honestly looking for security. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women are taught that too by other women. Find a man with the money, girl. Find a man with the money. So it's not, you know, make sure you got money. So therefore, them going for the white guy or a interracial thing being the golden parachute to save their lives can be interpreted as these mothers have been doing this for a long time. Mothers and grandmothers and aunties. And girl, you got to go get the money.
Would you say both black men and women are guilty of that thought process?
No, because men don't look at women for any type of financial gain.
Say more. Go.
Men don't look at women at all for financial. It's a small percentage probably do, but most men ain't gigolos and like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just get them some kind of rich cougar to settle down. Men aren't looking for that, but it's a lot of women looking for rich guys to settle down with, whether they like them or not.
Ladies, if you'd like to impale Howie Bell for the lies he tells, call us right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. He in here lying. Because I done heard it from so many women who disagree with you.
Men don't look at, we look strictly for physical. That's how we are attracted to. We're physical creatures. And once we do that, then we go to the next step, your mind and all that. Then, okay, we may get turned off if you're not up to par, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But men are more tolerable if your beauty is intact, if you're the kind of woman that they like. You know what I'm saying? The men can tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? Tolerate some of your other shortcomings.
Nice.
Well, women are going to look at a man's physique. They love the way men look, but they're going to go for the guy with the money. I've seen some of the ugliest, most not attractive dudes with some of the finest women in my life. And
Indica.
How did that happen? That's the money. Capitalist society.
Indica.
Get Indica. You know what I'm saying?
The back seat.
Man. So, I mean, you know, so it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? This has been taught for so long.
The phone lines are wide open. Let's go right now. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hang up.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? What do we have?
Yeah, we lit up, baby.
Yeah. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Zoe? This is Greg from Atlanta.
What's happening, P?
Hey, Pimp Juice. I'm going to tell you like this, man. My grandmother used to tell me when I was a kid, it ain't about who you like. It's about who like you.
There you go.
All right? She told me, you'll go broke chasing the girl you like, but the girl who like you will follow you into a ditch.
Yeah.
She told me if you learn to live, if you learn that lesson, your life will be a lot easier. And now, as far as money go, I mean, we've been socialized for transactional relationships. You say it all the time. So, of course, women going to go for a guy who got a bag. You know, if you got money, you can pick what you want.
So,
and
the women,
the most part, they're going to get the money.
So, let me be clear. The women, for the most part, in general, some but not all,
correct,
are about dollarism, where some black men are about colorism.
Some black men may be about colorism, you know, but beauty coming off.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready. Thanks, brother. I was getting ready to kind of say that is the beauty overall versus versus the money.
I've seen,
you know what I'm saying?
Women,
but
so many different shades, so many different hues,
and there's
so much beauty in all those shades and hues.
Right. Okay, so, but how do you explain the black man who dates the fat, ugly white woman?
He's highly insecure.
Yeah, sometimes it's just easy.
It's easy. Like I said that earlier.
So now let's put in easy.
He doesn't want to put the work in.
There we go.
For fear of rejection. He knows that she's not going to reject him.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, that is easy.
So easy and rejection are like the two sides of the
coin.
Same coin.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. We working on a plan for you motherfuckers right now.
Yeah.
Hey, caller. And going for the high fruit if you can go for the low fruit in some people's mind, you know, but that high fruit might be sweeter.
Yeah.
I like it. Thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it.
Peace, Pierre.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Man.
Some people picking that fruit up off the ground.
Fuck it.
Rotten and all. They don't want to work for shit. I think that's just a human nature thing. Like, I don't even know if that's I just think some people are, like you said, just the 85%, they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? However they get it, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through work, whether it's through family, whether it's through, you know, lifestyle, culture, however they get it, just they go with the win. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I got it. I don't
even think a lot of people put that much deep thought into, I want to be with somebody like this. Like he just said, the brother, what is that, Bill Duke said that? About this?
Bill Duke.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people put that deep thought. I don't want to have another child as dark as me so they won't go through this. Come on, I don't think people really.
He was traumatized.
Yeah, but who really thinks like that? And I
Tiger Woods would be not the same example, but you could juxtapose those experiences. I'm going to create a whole new fucking race so I can be comfortable on the greens.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm Kavla Nation. What are you, nigga?
But, you know, I just my experience with the brothers and the circles that I've been in. I've lived in a lot of different parts of the country. Been in college, graduated, I've been around different people. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know a lot of dudes that think that deep into the hue or color of the woman that they want to, they're aspiring to.
But see, that's what I was about to say. You walked a different path, Howie. You deal with people at different levels of consciousness,
right?
Different experiences, different economic backgrounds.
For sure.
So a lot of times when we deal with the creme de la creme, so to speak, of society, it obfuscates what's right in front of us. It obscures our view of the common folk. And I'm going to tell you right now, the common folk are not just common in terms of material goods.
I understand.
They're common in terms of conceptual thinking.
Right, because if you're locked into a certain area or region and you're not getting those experiences, you're absolutely correct. The way that you perceive things is going to be.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Thank you, bro. The way you perceive things is going to be in a box because you live in a box.
That's it.
So you're going to have your consciousness. You're right. It can only go so far. If you don't know, you just don't know.
But see, what I find,
so I feel that.
But I don't think this is you. But what I find is brothers who have had that accelerated and elevated experience tend to negate the experience
of the normal common.
Of the normal.
Yeah. Right.
Of the common.
Right.
Now, that same motherfucking book reading from last night had one of those dudes there. Now, this brother, Professor Tommy Curry, is the author of this book, Man Not. And he listed from pillar to post every which way black men have been abused in this culture, in American society. But then he also dealt with the pathology that says you can't be a victim, pick your shit up, and keep it moving. And when we say victimize, he talked about domestic violence. He talked about the bidirectionality and the biraciality of domestic violence.
Did he talk about verbal abuse from...
Talked about all of that.
Yeah, that verbal abuse is serious.
Then he broke down through the Justice Department the stats. So when we looking at these kind of numbers and we go, well, goddamn, everybody gets to say fuck black men. Everybody.
Right.
Black women, white women, white men, anybody gets to say
everybody
fuck
gets to say,
him.
fuck you.
And as men, we turn around and go, well, hey man, don't worry about that shit. Pick that shit up and keep it popping. Because if you overreact, you sensitive.
Yeah. You're a bitch ass.
You're a bitch.
We got our own shit ways that we...
Do you see?
Keep each other in the box.
So the sister was like, I got to relens. Because black men, for the most part, really live a superhero's life.
Who you telling?
Ain't nobody worried about motherfucking Superman catching a cold.
Nope.
This nigga's from Krypton.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
He's straight, my nigga.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's how the world, even in their attempt to oppress black men, see black men. Oh, if there's any motherfucker who you can't take your foot off their neck,
it's them.
It's them niggas. So with that said, Howie, I'm gonna ask you. What's the definition of a man to black men?
To each other?
Just period. As a black man, the definition as stated and authored by a black man, what is it?
The common folk definition or real? You want the real? Which one you want?
Hey, if you got a 2-piece, come on, Dante.
The common folk definition of a black man is a nigga with some sweet ass Jordans.
Whoop. Sweet ass whip.
Nice ass whip with some rims.
Whoop.
A badass 10-piece.
Oh my!
Dime piece on the side.
The little homie said the chain.
Gotta have a chain. And you gotta have some cash. And you know, some bricks of cash. That's the definition of some bricks, and you gotta act like it's a phone. And you IG with it. Yeah, you gotta hit that. That's the definition of a man. Regular niggas look at that like that's a man. He doing his thing.
Nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, it's all good.
And Lord forbid you say something against that. Now you're hating.
Now you're a hater.
So we got our own ways of keeping us in the box once again.
Yes, sir.
You can't even speak out against ignorance no more because you're a hater.
Yeah.
We gotta stop doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That might be a whole nother show.
Keep going, Howie. I'm out your way.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we have our own ways of entrapping each other psychologically. That's why that verbal abuse, if I can go back to that for a quick second, I know you're going to take a call in a minute, but that verbal abuse is serious. And I'm going to tell you, man, black women that's calling in, you guys are a little more verbal abusive than men. Y'all cuss each other out, other women. Y'all cuss y'all man out. Y'all always going off on somebody. Y'all can't wait to check somebody, quote unquote.
Listen,
this
Howie.
bitch gonna get online. I'm checking that bitch. Y'all have to, that verbal abuse and that anger is serious business, and that might correlate with skin color, and it might have people psychologically not wanting to deal with a darker skinned woman because they think she's gonna be ignorant.
Woo. The number to dial is 323-230-4610 if you disagree with Howie Bell.
So
call us right now. Listen.
Hey, man. I mean, I'm just speaking from what I think other people's perception might be.
This is fire right now. Let me just give you an example of what Howie is saying. I came into this motherfucker yesterday. I couldn't understand it. I came into this motherfucker yesterday to have a meeting with a group of motherfuckers that I'm trying to give an opportunity to. I'm not going to say who they are. In August, I'm getting a new channel. My own channel, the VOR radio.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to do some real big shit, some crazy shit. Yeah, and the Dig Dash Radio, VOR radio, it's all coming.
Dope.
These motherfuckers come to me and say, hey, bruh, we just recording. We want to go live. So you know what I said? Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. Always trying to help motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
I go had a meet. Well, they want to have a meeting with you. I said, well, wait a minute. You the principal motherfucker I deal with. I'm talking to you.
Right.
Well, you represent the group. Well, everybody else got questions. Oh, okay, I'll come answer questions. I don't really give a fuck about that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my day off. I come up to this motherfucker. I say, look, y'all have the talent to be a drive time show. And you can go live 5 days a week. Because if you know radio like I know radio, you can't get no traction once a week pre-recording.
Right.
You pre-record, I might find your shit.
Right.
I might tune into the app one day and bump into your show.
Out. Right.
It might happen to catch me while I'm in the car on the way to the laundromat, my nigga.
Right.
If you want to catch people, you got to be live.
Got to be live.
And you got to be live all the time. And there's certain times to be live at.
Right.
Morning show, morning drive, late night, bitch music.
Right. After work drive. What about that time slot? Like
that
between like 4 and 6.
What they call that? They call that the afternoon drive.
That's the afternoon drive.
That's that afternoon drive.
That's the afternoon drive. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I come to them thinking I'm doing you favors. The girl of the crew was like, it was two of them. She was like, can you answer these questions about splits that the sales team will bring? I said, well, first off, we don't have a sales team. They won't be here until the 1st. And the sales team is not going to be interested in your show until you garner an audience that gives a fuck every day.
Create a following first.
How about it? You're a farmer.
Right.
I'm giving you seeds.
Right.
Would you like to plant some and
Right.
and cultivate some shit?
Right.
Okay. So I'm sitting there listening, and my head's starting to tilt. Like this.
Are they not understanding?
Okay. So
what's being provided or put on the table?
So then it's in my mind. So then the girl goes, well, you can't answer these questions. These questions are for the sales team.
That doesn't exist yet.
So I leave. I go, hey, bruh, I'm going to holler at you later.
Mm-hmm.
Later came this morning. I said, hey, tell your crew I pass. Tell your crew I'm cool. Stay in that little hour spot you got on the pre-record side of the game.
Yeah.
Now,
was she aggressively trying to check you?
No, but it was
okay.
It was
wasn't like that.
It was the dismissive side eye, the dismissive. He's not the one to talk to, but yes, he is.
Right.
The show you're complaining about, I gave you, and because you were complaining, I tried to raise it up. Okay.
Right.
Goodbye.
Hey, man.
Okay, so the side eye look down like he's not the one. Oh, okay, cool. I'm walking out. A girl that I gave a shot in radio, Corey Holcomb, clowned something terrible years ago. She came on the show years ago, and you know how Corey is.
Mm-hmm.
Corey went ham and eggs. Just, the motherfucker was joking and I know who you is, girl. You know, he just...
Right. Being Corey.
Anyway, but it was 6 years ago. I see the girl. She walks in. I taught her radio, for Christ's sake. She walks in with her mother. I see her mother. I say, hey, how you doing? Hey. Her mother is like, hey, it's hugs, it's love.
Right.
And then she says, speaking to that slick mouth shit you talking about.
Oh, boy.
Then she says, oh, you're way too smart to be saying, using the language that you use on your channel and that you use on your show. And I said, because she doesn't know I have a channel. She doesn't know what I'm doing over here. She doesn't know any of that. She hasn't seen me in 6 years, basically. So, you're too smart for that. You're this and that. And your show is this and that. I said, have you been following the show? Oh, no, I don't follow.
Where is she getting her assessment from? 6 years ago?
From 6 years ago.
Oh, man.
So
man.
I said, hey, man, thanks for the judgment.
Ignorance is bliss, as they say.
And then she was like, no, it ain't judgment. It's guidance, baby.
Come on, man. Now you about to put me in perspective.
And she's walking into a show that I put on there. It's one of my shows.
Wow.
And I swear to God, I get it from both sides. If you bring an honest truth to most women, they will focus on how you bring it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to the validity of what's being brought.
Man, listen, you have to be ginger, tender, and delicate when you talk to women and when you're trying to convince them that they're wrong about something. Because honestly, a lot of women never admit fault. Even if it's right in their face. They just won't do it. I don't know if that's a thing. Dudes be like, you know what, man, I was wrong, my bad. Dude to easily admit. Women, it's like pulling teeth to get them to admit fault on something. I don't know why that is. I don't even think that's a race thing either. I think that's just a gender issue. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not a man. Man Not is the book by Tommy Curry. If you say, listen here, you ungrateful bitch.
Yeah, if you do that.
You going into my show.
If you do that, you're wrong.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're wrong.
You done walked into this situation where I got traction. You want something out of here.
It's my show too, by the way.
The show that you're going to, I canceled the motherfucker so you won't get on today. Oh, this nigga's a bitch.
Since you don't like what I stand for and what I say,
do you get
the
what
language
I'm
I
saying?
use, and yeah, I get it.
It seems like everything is justified. I had another sister come to me and say, you know, you wrap this spiritual understanding in it. And I said, well, what? Okay. You went to school. You went to Cal. The motherfuckers is pretty smart up there, ain't they?
They're pretty smart.
This is fucking geniuses up at Cal.
I like the Bay.
You know, dig? Have you ever studied anything that deals with confirmation bias? Confirmation bias is motherfucking simple. You got a central nervous system that takes in billions of bits of information. So you know what your central nervous system does?
It picks and chooses.
I'm going to narrow this shit down to fit what you like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I say whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove. Whatever the fuck you're looking for, you will find. When Rumi said, whatever what you are seeking is also seeking you. Oh, okay. You looking for shit and you're finding it and you're thinking what you're finding is the totality of reality. And it's not. A motherfucker could have a cure to cancer, but if he say it with the wrong tone,
then why do you believe it?
It's lost.
Yeah, it's gone.
You've lost it.
You have to be charismatic in the way you verbalize things. That's why verbal is just as important as physical. You know what I'm saying? That verbal abuse sometimes can be worse than physical abuse. Because you could say something to a person, man, that'll stick with them for the rest of their life. You could sock somebody in the eye and that eye gonna heal. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I could say something to you that'll scar your heart forever. You low down, dirty, below the grass ass motherfucker. That might make you commit suicide.
I just think...
You know what I'm saying? So women come hard. You know what I'm saying? They go hard on them. And a lot of that's because, going back to the capitalism part of it, you with somebody you don't really care about. You got with them based on finances.
Right.
Now you stuck with this motherfucker, so you bitter and you mad as hell.
And guess what? Your bitterness...
So you go off on him as many times and as often as you like.
Your bitterness is justified. Your bitterness is justified because he didn't live up to your expectations of him.
Right. So now I can do this to him.
You can say whatever you want to say, but I can't be a human and say what I want to say.
No.
It's not manly.
Nah.
What's your definition of a man? Call us 323-230-4610. We want to know. Men can't check you?
Nah. You can't check me.
Now, I've heard some women say, I like it when a man checks me. Are you one of those women?
Right.
Call me right now if you love the way black men check black women. Are you a black woman who loves to get checked every now and again to be reminded of his particular fortitude?
And that's why that financial status and all that stuff has something to do with it too. People feel like you can't tell me nothing if I got more money than you. Even if I'm wrong.
In your position, nigga, you shouldn't even be talking.
You shouldn't even talk. You lucky you got a bed.
The keys are still in my car, nigga. Go put it in the garage.
I'm trying to tell you. Verbal abuse. You know what I'm saying? Have you scared to talk? Now you can't be yourself and express yourself because you're so used to being under attack.
How about it? But we're led to believe that most of the people who experience this reality, see, this is the weird universe that media and all this shit, propaganda has got us into, because now black men and black women are trying to out-victim each other.
How about that?
Who is the champion victim between the two of us?
Right.
What I find is there's a certain level of social blindness between both black men and black women. Black men don't know enough about black women's struggle here in America, and black women don't know nearly enough about black men's struggle. And what happens is we holding each other to these particular standards,
but me,
without the context of why one or the other can't produce this shit.
Right.
This shit's crazy. Phone lines is crazy.
Meanwhile, all my friends are dying in their mid-40s and early 50s. And a lot of this has to do with the stress that we're talking about that's created from everything we're talking about right now. And that's the other part that we
Come on,
need to. I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, it's that all of this shit goes in a fucking 360-degree circle. Everything is affected by everything else.
Somebody said it should be solution based.
Everything should be solution based.
But see,
that's everything should be. What conclusion are we coming to? I agree with that.
But peep game. To me, that's a cliche.
Right.
And I'll tell you why it's a cliche. Because a lot of times people use it should be a solution based to avoid dealing with the problem. All solutions typically emerge from the problem.
That's right. Right. There's a problem first before there's a solution.
So in order to get to the solution, you got to embrace the problem.
You got to go through the process. Right. Of getting to a solution.
It should be solution based.
Right. I got you.
Sound deep in the motherfucker, don't
it? Right.
Okay. Well,
how do we get to that?
How do we get there? Yeah. We got to disassemble.
We got to communicate.
You remember I know you had an uncle or somebody that could look at a TV set and break that motherfucker down
easily
and put that bitch back together.
Yes.
Hey, Uncle Ray, the TV don't work no more, man. Bring that shit in my room. Close the door.
Right.
4 hours later, it was this picture tube right here.
He
This
figured
shit
it out. Got to go buy one of these. Go to the hardware store. Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah. He figured it out.
That's how you get through.
There's trial and error steps in all facets of life. I don't care what it is, whether it's a relationship, it's your job, whether it's, relationships between friends, family. You have to go through that to get to the end game.
I don't think black men or black women are generally interested in going through the process of finding or creating the solution. Not for them, because it starts with self.
It's sad too, though.
Then it evolves to family.
Yeah.
Then it evolves to relationship. Then it evolves to community. Then it evolves out into the world.
Everything is connected.
So the hardest solutions to come by are self solutions.
How about that?
So you mean I got to start with me?
Right, I got to work.
If I want to fix my relationships, I got to. Yes, you have to start with you.
You mean I got to look at myself? It's difficult, man, for people to look at themselves and say, this is where I'm right or this is where I'm wrong. And I'm going to tell you, I think men, I'm not trying to be biased, but I think men have an easier time doing that. Not that it's is not difficult for them as well, but I think that men have an easier time admitting fault and where they're wrong at than most women. I'm sorry. I believe that.
But I think it's,
I'm saying?
But I think it's forced.
It's difficult for women to get to that.
But I think it's contrived.
Right.
Meaning, you better be a man, motherfucker.
Right.
Ain't no pussies around here, nigga.
Right. And this is what she's supposed to say or thinks she's supposed to say.
But no, I'm saying man. We say that to each other.
Man, yeah, absolutely.
So
women say that to men too. That's funny, but yeah. I mean, we do. We don't even talk to each other though. Men don't even get emotional. We don't talk because we don't communicate
because we know
for fear of being called a bitch.
For fear of being called a bitch, and for fear of popping off.
Right.
Because every black man you meet is holding something.
Oh man.
Internally,
deep.
I promise you.
Oh man.
Every black man, he's like. What you say?
Yeah, he could talk to you for hours.
This shit could be about motherfucking mayonnaise, my nigga.
Yeah.
He say it. What?
Yeah.
Everybody holding
something.
And then at the same time, everybody holding each other to a higher standard. Well, you can't hold yourself to a higher standard until you let go of what you're holding.
Well, social media has a big hold on that because if social media will make you think that everybody is doing just fine.
Everything is good.
Everybody's doing well.
Yes,
they're they're living their best life.
Yes, life is good.
They got a new house. I got I'm at the parties. I'm popping bottles.
Shit is real.
I'm out here. We out here.
Nigga, I'm filming a movie.
Man, I'm filming a movie. I got, I mean, you just saw me. Look at me.
The world is mine.
Man, hey, man. So that's a lot of pressure on your friends and associates. People like, man, damn, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So people are living falsehoods.
Right.
They live in fake reality.
Right.
I don't even know if that's that's oxymoronic.
No, we're there. Fake reality. If it's fake news,
reality.
It's
I don't
fake
even know.
reality.
Yeah, I don't even know. But I mean, it's just some people are living like that, man.
Crazy.
So nobody's being honest.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Speak on it. What's your definition of a man?
This is Malik from Chicago. I feel like the definition of a man has been murked by us being in this system. I mean, what the examples that have been given are all based on materialism and materials, and that none of that stuff we created. So I mean, the standards is not African standards; they're European. And, I mean, what majority of us do, we trying to fix furniture in a house that's burning.
Well, let me ask you this. Wait.
Escape.
Let me ask you this, because that was a great point. We're trying to fix furniture in a house that's burning, is what he said. We're trying to arrange furniture in a burning house. That's a dope-ass concept. But let me hit you this. Can you even be a man if you're arranging the burning furniture in a burning house of another man?
No, you have to go in. Either you take over his house like he took yours, or you go back to your house.
Here we go.
I mean, I think we should go back to our house, but I mean, there's some people that think that you take over his house, but I mean, it's to each his own. But I think, I mean, as far as it goes, the original man is us, so we set the standard of what a real man should be. I think this paradigm that they've created through their lack of manhood gives them a facade of them being a man, because they created this monetary system that is like a front for what they lack naturally and what we have naturally.
Okay. I understand the point about we created it. But if we are no longer in control of it, and they are the stewards of social engineering. You know what a steward is, right? You know what a steward is, right? In royal terms, a steward is a governor, somebody who's holding the seat of the rightful person. So,
but all it takes is for us to the minute we stop subscribing to what their social norms are and go back to ours, then it holds no validity.
Okay, and with that.
As a people, we must drop out from this society. As we need to stop subscribing to their entertainment, everything. Like, we have to go back to our originals. As long as we subscribe and put any of our resources or any of our energy into the system, we are going to continue to be used by the system, and we are going to be used by it. We got to just drop out from it.
So look, let me stop you there. Until we do that, can we ourselves call each other men?
No, if you're not a man, if that's what I'm saying. To me personally, and this is what I have to change my name. You can't be a man, and we literally bear the names of people that owned us. We are owned. We don't even have our identity name.
He killing right now. Hey, caller, I appreciate the call. Great information, man. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right.
You can still be a man though without the tax.
Let me frame it for you.
Frame it up, because I got a couple rebuttals, but he was on point. He was on point on a lot.
Because I want you to rebut.
Yeah.
He basically said the black man is still the ward of white supremacy. Agree or disagree?
I agree. Now, here's where all the devil in the details come before we get to the solution that we were talking about.
That's what I want. Let's go.
Because you have to, it's a path you got to take before we get to a solution. We just can't make blanket statements without explaining them and without giving some kind of detailed way by which we can handle them. So my thing, brother, is you have to understand that you can be a man regardless if your last name is Thomas, Bell, Jefferson,
Williams.
That does not define your manhood. Your manhood is not defined by your name.
Right.
A lot of people have names that they A lot of cultures around the world have names that didn't, you know what I'm saying, that aren't attached to their particular culture or society, that have come from some other dynasty that came and took over or did or this and that, and they adopted names and things like that. So names, that's a deeper discussion, you know what I'm saying, with names and the originality of names and things like that. But your name does not define who you are as a man. I don't want you to ever get that twisted, my brother. You're a man all day long. Who you are as a person in the inside and how you carry yourself and what your aura is defines you as a man. It ain't a name or none of that. It ain't the clothes on your back or nothing. It's how you deal with and how you accomplish goals, how you deal with situations, and how you accomplish goals. That defines you as a man.
So,
and your longevity in doing so.
So do you agree with this? I told my son years ago, but maybe this was wrong. I said, MAN is an acronym. Manifest answers now.
I like that.
But maybe I was wrong.
No, I like that. I like manifest answers now.
Man.
That's what a man does.
Manifest answers now.
He gets it done.
Figure it out.
Now, though.
Right now.
Yes.
Because we don't have time. But
Right
doesn't that kill us? Doesn't that put us under stress?
Yeah, absolutely. Men are under way more stress. Constantly, traditionally. Because of that. Because we are men. Because we are the fighters of wars. We are the warriors. We are going to automatically be under more stress.
Right.
Women are going to be more laid back because they're nurturers. They're more.
But the world is shifting, and women are becoming more like men.
Yes, they are.
And their lifespans are starting to suffer because of it.
Because of that.
Now, ask yourself a question. Would the modern day woman want to go back?
I think some. And when you say go back, you don't mean backwards. You just mean to being more of the nurturer in the family.
Just
woman,
your job is to nurture.
Yeah, your job is to take care of family and nurture. I think some women are comfortable with that role.
Call us, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think all women disagree with that role.
Lady, you want to be a nurturer full time? We're not talking about barefoot and pregnant.
No, we're not talking about that.
And getting punched.
We're just talking about being mom.
We just talking about
being mom,
nurturer,
being mama again.
Muse.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Can you imagine coming home to a magical little mocha muse?
That's what I'm saying.
Woo.
Where your home is your solitude. As soon as you walk in there, she has it to where you can feel the energy. As soon as you walk in your house, the energy is beautiful.
But
that is what I'm talking about.
But how can men get them back to that space? And how can they help us?
Right.
Because let me tell you,
that space.
Watch this. Watch this. Both men and women are training wheels for each other's path.
I agree.
You're not supposed
totally agree.
You're not driving me along my path, but you are my training wheels, my support system. I know where I'm going as a man, but as a support system, you got me, and I'm the same to you.
We are divine opposites, men and women.
Here we go.
The yin and the yang.
I love it.
So, in all our differences, we are still just as powerful and just as important to each other. So we got to utilize and figure out how to get back to that because of that. What are our strengths and what are our weaknesses, and how do we work together to accomplish them?
But as long as we do deals with an oppressive system, we are wards of that system.
Yes and no.
Because look.
Because I'm going to tell you something.
Let me just hit you with this and I'm going to throw it back to you. It's just us two. We got time and space. Malcolm doesn't die without some black participation.
Yes.
Martin Luther King doesn't die without black participation. Name a black leader that hasn't died all the way back to Kane's ass without black participation.
Yeah.
When you do, listen, you only do deals with the devil because the devil has leverage.
I agree.
You can't be a man if somebody got leverage on you. Agree or disagree? 323-230-4610. Come on.
Disagree. Because the leverage is still perception.
No, leverage is real.
Leverage is still can be perception, though. Some people are so caught up in their own head of what they can't do based on something systematic or
But
based
that's
on
different.
But I'm saying it. But people would think that they don't have the leverage, so they can't accomplish certain things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they put themselves out of the race in their own head before they even get started. You understand what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people that are self-defeating,
Right.
self-defeating. Should I
Right.
say? Excuse me.
And I smoke all of that. I could smoke a bag of that.
You understand what I'm saying?
If they were selling it right next door at the dispensary,
Yes.
I would smoke that.
Okay.
But that's a different discussion. You know why? Most of our aspirations are built on fantasies as a people.
Right.
So when I look at Tone's work over
Everything
here,
is imagined first.
yeah, but when I look
And
at everything is.
Yeah, everything is.
I agree.
Yeah.
But let's just take your point and put it into quantum mechanics.
Okay.
Or quantum physics.
Yes.
At the end of the fucking day, they got to imagine every single model. Listen, they have to imagine every single model that they produce. And then the model has to be tested rigorously. And then that model has to be able to replicate itself in order to even be considered a theory. They don't even give it fact yet, even though its experiments are they could be replicated.
Right. They have to do multiple case studies.
So the reason why I say that is this is Zoe saying, black people, before you aspire to be great, let's see how deep the pool is.
Right.
Let's check the weather. Let's pool the resources. Let's see what resources we actually have. And I blame religion for that because religion gives us fanciful.
Right.
Well, this nigga gonna stand on this hill. He got 2 pieces of fish. They don't know he talking about Pisces.
Right.
He gonna make 5,000 pieces of fish.
So there are several steps we have to take before we can all get to that level of consciousness that you're talking about. And that the problem. You understand what I'm saying?
But we got to get to the real of what is real.
Yeah, you have to recognize it. But there's a thing called life, and you're still living along the way. A lot of people give up on just living, right? Because they're in their own head so much of how to defeat the beast,
right?
You understand what I'm saying?
But that's back to the confirmation bias. That's all they see is the beast.
That's
it. I got you.
So you don't see that you have a path along the way to getting to your goal.
So let me give you an example.
You have to embrace the path.
Back to the cigar lounge with the brother breaking down the Man Not book. The brother who just called in said, we got to give up their beliefs. We got to give up their concepts.
Yes.
And I said, if we don't give up the beliefs, the concepts, the philosophy, the ideology, if we don't give up all of that, we still wards to their system.
You did.
Ideologically, spiritually, socially, we're still wards to their system. This brother said, we don't have time for spirituality. I said, well, Abraham Maslow did when he created Maslow's hierarchy. At the top of Maslow's hierarchy is what? Self-actualization. We don't have time for self-actualization. See, let me tell you something.
Yeah, because see, if you don't have a spiritual glue, what are you?
What are you?
what are you?
Let me tell you what you are. You're what Abraham Maslow was.
Right.
We're the dominant culture. We're the dominant race. Let's create a philosophy that is authored by our own hand, regardless of if it's the truth or not. We're going to acquire, accumulate, and then assimilate all the deep spiritual shit of the world and claim it as our own and put ourselves at the top of that hierarchy. That's what we gonna do. And then we gonna tell all the people we stole it from, be a Christian, be a Muslim, be a Jew or something, be a Hebrew.
Right.
Do you see?
Yeah, I see it.
We're gonna give you the 3 Abrahamic beliefs to believe in. And all the spiritual shit, we're gonna keep that to ourselves. This is how you get masonry. This is how you get all this other shit.
Yeah, the secrets.
Secret
society.
Do you understand?
Oh, absolutely. I'm in a secret society, so I get it. And now let me say this. I would not be able to get it or have a certain amount of consciousness, I believe, had I not been through what I went through and been in a secret society.
Look at that. A rites of passage, so to speak.
I see things that other people don't see. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I understand that, but it's my job to pass that information, that knowledge along.
So now, back to a black man.
And enlighten you.
Now watch this. Back to a black man not being a man. You can't be a man without enlightenment. And enlightenment is on a need-to-know basis.
Yeah.
And if your woman ain't got it, all she got is social game rules for your ass to follow.
Social game.
And if you don't play the social game rules and produce when she says produce, you ain't shit.
Man, damn. That's that verbal abuse. Going back to it. That shit keep you in a fucking jail.
I'm not a man.
Mental jail, man, is a motherfucker. That shit is worse than anything physical you can do to somebody. You can shoot somebody, it's not as bad as some of this mental jail that people in as a result of what you're talking about.
The dude was in there glib. What? Self-actualization. Yeah, goofy. Self-actualization.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do that. That's too hard, man.
That's the real work.
Looking at yourself and saying, shit, I'm fucked up.
So,
that's hard to do, man.
So spirituality is the Easter Bunny now.
Man.
Do you see? Spirituality.
Hysterical.
Spirituality
is the Easter Bunny.
Is the Easter Bunny. And the only thing that's real are these bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you not a man if you can't pay them.
Yeah. You're not a man if you can't come up with that bread. By any means necessary. I don't care what you do to
I don't give a fuck. I'll turn my back and act like I didn't see shit while I'm bagging up these goodies.
And we about to spend a lot of that on Christmas. Make sure you got a whole stack of that so I can buy a whole bunch of shit I don't fucking need.
You had these motherfucking
every
kids.
Year.
You had these kids. The fuck you mean we missing Christmas?
Man.
What the fuck you mean you don't believe in Christmas now?
Some more other paganistic fucking shit. If that ain't the biggest crock of shit, they start advertising that shit right before Halloween, nigga. They give you 3 months of this shit.
Hey,
that shit is tied into the capitalism, the spiritualism, and every fucking thing of that goddamn Christmas. That shit is fucking us up. If we can let that motherfucker go, we probably get rid of 80% of our fucking problems. Niggas stop celebrating Christmas, we be on our way, baby. We'll save a lot of money. We'll get our minds back right. We'll understand the true meaning and what's important.
Callers.
Shit,
I'm coming to you right now.
Don't get me fucking started. Howie Bell.
Come on, Howie Bell.
What's happening?
ManSions is real right now. You get the 2-piece upside your dome piece, man.
Boom, bam.
Hey, I love it. The phone lines are open. 323-230-4610.
They want to talk, man.
Let's get with it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Whoa. Turn your life down. Your whole life is loud. Bring it down. Just bring it down.
Henry from Sacramento.
Henry from Sacktown. What's the deal, pimp?
What's up, man? I just comment on that what's a man question y'all had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So one of my favorite speakers is Dr. Amos Wilson, and he said something that intelligence should be based on your ability. So I think we are male and female, and men or women are social constructions, but I think for the man in America, if he doesn't solve his problem specifically, which is real, to find his enlightenment, then he fails as a man, even if he goes through the system and achieves anything.
Okay, brother, we heard about a third of what you were trying to say because your phone was breaking up. Can you reiterate faster?
Okay, Dr. Amos Wilson said that intelligence should be based on your ability to solve your own problems. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and the black man, our problems are unique. And even if you go through this, you got to know your ignorance to find your enlightenment. And even if we go through this country and this system and you succeed by their standards, you're still not a man because you didn't solve the problems of your community. Whether that be emotional problems or whatever the problems are, you're still not deemed a man, in my opinion, because your community is not fixed.
Okay, we'll take that. Thank you for the call, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, man, they're getting it in. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Zoe? This is Mervyn Bourne calling from the East Coast, D.C. area.
D.C., what's the deal, PM?
DMV.
How you doing, brother? Great show so far.
All right, what's the word?
I wanted to chime in on the conversation you all are having about what manhood is, what a man is. So the few characteristics come to mind right off the top. Self-defined is one of them. Wisdom-seeking, purpose-driven, mindful, open-minded, and ultimately accountable. Those will probably be my top ones.
I like accountable as your ultimate.
I like that too.
Because that goes back to what you're saying, though. Accountability, self-accountability.
Yeah, I like that too. But can I throw one else? Can I throw one more in there?
Absolutely.
Violent. Nobody wants to speak on violent. Nobody wants to talk to Darth Vader.
Right.
America runs the world because we're Darth Vader. Who's going to fuck with Darth Vader?
Is that part of being a man, being violent, or is violence a byproduct of manhood?
I'm saying violence is a byproduct of humanity.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's. I think it's anyone who is real and self-actualized is also multifaceted.
But this is what I'm trying to bring to your attention here.
Mm-hmm.
The dominant society will look and villainize black violence, black male violence in particular,
as it's like it's different from any other kind of violence.
As if it's right.
I got you. Yeah,
as if it's black mamba poison.
Right. Or if it's some higher degree or
Do you understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
While at the same time committing all types of atrocities, whether it be vaccines, whether it be GMOs, whether it be big pharma.
No, you're absolutely right. That's why we have to.
That's an act of violence.
Yeah. Totally. We have to be discerning so that we can see through that, so that we can identify hidden agendas, but also so that in the leading of our families, we can teach them to also see through it, whether it be our children, our women, etc.
Let me ask you this question real quick, caller.
Sure.
Did the female governor of Alabama commit an act of violence against certain women by taking their right to choose?
I would say so. But again, a lot of people are not seeing through the facade. So they're focusing on the the male politicians who ultimately who had the vote, but she had the final say.
Man.
And so we're also not focusing on the civilians who elected those men who voted. So it's like on one hand you have the same people that put those men in power, putting them in power, knowing what their mindset is, knowing what their agenda is, but then you have those same people protesting and complaining when they do things like what they just did. So it's totally inconsistent. And it doesn't make any sense at all. But
I think a lot of times.
Thank you for the call, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, man, that was a good call. I think a lot of times a lot of people that vote people in the office or people in positions, political positions, really don't know a lot of their hidden agendas of the people that they're putting in the office.
They don't.
I mean, honestly, they don't know. It's not like the people we know that these guys are going to be about this, and we're going to vote them in, and then now we're going to protest because they didn't do. Nah, they don't really know. They don't know their agendas.
You from Michigan?
Born and raised.
Is Flint water an act of terrorism?
I think it's beyond terrorism. I think it's genocidal. They've affected generations now.
What about?
That's worse than terrorism.
How about
that's
that?
Some genocidal act of genocide. That's what it is.
But again, sitting on their high horse of civility. Mm-hmm. See, you could be a civilized brute.
You sure can.
You could be a civilized barbarian.
A civilized demon.
A civilized demon. Call us right now if you love that term. 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. My man said a civilized
you don't have to be wild and, obnoxious or just, you don't have to be that. You can be as laid back as you want to and be the smoothest criminal ever. It's what you are. You can be diabolical.
Come on. Hey, listen, the number to who is this walking into my show?
My good brother, Alton Boogie.
Okay, so these one of your people.
That's one of my people right there.
It looked like he came in with the strap.
Kevin Hart's Heart of the City part second season from Detroit.
Oh, well, there
Very
it is. Come on in, man.
Here,
Have a seat over there.
Yeah. Good brother right here, man.
Hey,
Maybe
listen.
Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated as well.
Okay, there you go. What? Hey, listen. You're listening to Mansions. Me and the homie Howie Bell is up in here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I learned a lot from your brother, Greg.
Yes.
Taught me a lot while I was at the Foxhole.
Yeah.
You in the dig? Taught me a lot of game. I spent a lot of hours on the phone with your brother.
That's real.
It was a cool motherfucker right there.
That's real.
I'm just going to put that out there.
Yes,
Greg
sir.
Shelton, rest in peace.
Yep.
You're listening to Mansions on Dash Talk X. This is the male version, the man version of the voice of reason. Normally we have women up in here. We're broadcasting live. We got over 1,000 people on our YouTube channel watching us right now.
All right. What's up, everybody?
And most
What's
of them,
happening?
listen, around 580 of them fucking around because they don't want to hit the like button.
Right.
You know we killing the game right now. You know me and Howie Bell together.
Hey, man.
Now you know you in trouble. We killing it now.
Make sure y'all follow me too.
Hey, where do they follow you,
me,
bro?
Man. You know what I'm saying? Howie Bizzell. HOWIEBIZZELL.
Oh, so you really spell Bizzell?
Yeah, Howie Bizzell.
Howie Bizzell.
Instagram, man.
Follow your brother, man. Support him. Everybody hit that like button right now. Hit the share button. Hit the super chat. If you're enjoying this information, get at your boy right now. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. We have an amazing topic today. What is the definition of a black man? Is he the ward of white supremacy?
You see, when you say ward sounds like permanent imprisonment.
Okay, let's do it another way.
You understand what I'm saying? I think that's the part
Well, let's do it another
ward.
way. Let's do it another way. I'm going to still say ward, but let's do it another way. Let's look at it in terms of Batman and Robin. The white man is Batman. White supremacy is Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin is his ward.
He's a boy. He's a little kid.
He's a boy. Yeah. He's a knave.
Yeah.
He holds the black man by the nape of his neck.
Right.
You heard it when former Clipper owners said, I make millionaires out of them.
Yeah, out of them.
Out of them.
Not even the same.
Come on.
Species. Out of them.
They do it to the black recruits coming into the colleges.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity.
It's a lot of systematic racism.
This could change your life.
Yeah. I am one to say it's a lot of systematic racism. And getting back to your point too, not even just about men, about the color. We talked about that too, and attractions and different types. It's a lot of men, I believe, or can I say men? But it's a lot of people, guys, brothers coming out of college, going into even before they get to college, that are kind of forced to live a certain lifestyle when it comes to picking and choosing as far as the women that they're with. So a lot of them are put in a position to be with a white woman per se.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying, a fairer skin because of the stigma of the dark skin. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Going back to earlier what we were saying.
Right.
So a lot of these professional athletes, they're in relationships with white women.
Now watch how I say this.
And a lot of white women are groomed to go and get with those type of men based on the capitalism and the finances we were talking about before. That's just not a black woman thing. That's a woman thing.
Exactly.
To chase a man with money.
Now
whether you like him or not.
Now watch how we flip this. Just because we call it white supremacy doesn't mean that they're supreme. And it doesn't mean that they're masculine.
It doesn't.
Because part of masculinity is acceptance.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Being a man is accept what the fuck in front of you.
Right.
Now do something about what's in front of you. Now, either you going to rise or you going to fall. And if you fall, I hope you still got enough nuts left to get up.
Right.
That's just basic one-on-one oatmeal man shit, right? Okay. When I say the black man is the ward of white supremacy, black men, most black men in this chat room want to find a word that's more comfortable. To me, that's feminine. Except what it is.
I understand. Alternative terms can be used to soften up shit. Or not be as harsh with your approach. We talked about that in the beginning of the show about your approach and the way you talk to women, or the way you say things and the way you deliver them may render a harsh response.
But
we talked about that.
But men, we do this with each other, which is why, like bears or lions,
we don't keep it 100, as they say. 100.
But a lot of brothers don't want to keep it 100. Right. They want to keep it comfortable, just like women.
Right.
Anybody agree or disagree? Call me right now. 323-230-4610. 323-230-4610. The callers. Get in here. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you're on the line. Maybe you're not. Let's go here. Caller, you're on the line.
With the boards is lit up.
All right, well, fuck it. Caller, you're on the line. Oh, maybe you're not. Caller, you're on the line. Turn your light down.
Can you hear me, Zoe?
Yeah, I can hear you. Turn your light down.
Okay, I just turned it off real quick.
All right, there you go.
Listen, my experience in what's the definition of a man, it's been something that here in America, I think it's been castrated, I would say the least. Because I was married to a white woman, and the first time I started to dive into the history of what black is in America and what it is that I should be doing, the things I should be focused on. As a black man in America, it cost me my marriage, man. You know?
Say more, brother. And you got the floor. Go ahead.
It cost me almost my job because I started to question pretty much the whole system. And when you start to ask the questions like, okay, is this the life I should be? Why are these standards set to make me feel this way? But if I try to set my own standards, I catch hell for it. And I don't know, maybe it's the price you kind of have to pay to set your own beliefs and stand by them. But to go against what white supremacists, so to speak, has set up for a person, it's probably the hardest thing to do. That's why I think most men capitulate in this case.
How long were you married?
I was, 6 years.
What was the most difficult part about in a biracial marriage for you?
For me, it was, I found myself living up to a standard that it wasn't mine, though, you know? The clothes, the cars, and I always stood out as almost like the black person who was adopted.
Wow.
And the second I started to question, like, okay, listen, this is some bullshit. There's something going on here that I just don't fit in. So let me see if I can start asking, like, okay, is this the way we have to live? Do we have to eat this food? Is this the brands we have to buy? Is this the college you have to go to? Or what are we going to do about the kids?
Right.
It cost me everything.
You from the Caribbean?
No. I was born in Brazil.
Oh, you were born in Brazil. Okay.
Yeah. And I was married to an American woman.
Right.
And yeah.
Well, you know, with an American woman, with an American woman comes American standards.
Oh, I learned the hard way. Trust me.
How did you deal with that shit?
I mean, because for us, especially coming from Brazil, we are so spiritual as far as family-wise, you know. Mm-hmm. We don't care about the money. I mean, a good beer, we go to the beach, and we good.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. You should have stuck with a woman from Brazil. That's what
but I've been. I've been in America since 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, right, so I kind of went to high school here, went to college here. So
understandable.
But ultimately, I mean, not to take a lot of space here.
I mean, you're already there. You're right up against it. So let's get this 30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, I'm saying if you try to stand for something and write your own standards of life, that's when manhood begins. Fuck the white supremacists and all that. You're gonna catch hell for it though. But if you can do it, you won already.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
I like that.
Let me say this too. You remember Eric Holder? Not the one who shot brother Nipsey.
No, Eric Holder is a writer, magazine.
No, I'm talking about.
No, you're talking about
Obama's
gray Eric Holder.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Frank Holder. You're thinking of the gray hair Eric Holder, light skin. Yes,
right.
Salt and pepper hair. Yes, I know Eric Holder.
He was the top cop in Obama's administration. A few years ago, he came out and spit facts that weren't facts, that have an asterisk by them on I think it's the Justice Department page.
Really?
Yeah. Where he said the number one cause of black female death in America is black men.
Oh, wow. He said that?
He said it!
Yeah, that's a lie.
And they
complete lie.
And a lot of black feminists took it, ran with it. Black men are killing us. You're in a relationship with black men. Whoop,
that's
whoop,
a
whoop.
lie.
They had to put an addendum like, no, this was debunked. This was disproved. Right. This is not a real stat. I'm going back to how this society unmans the only man in it. You can't be who the fuck you really are while you're here with me.
What's part of that solution? How do you become whole then? How do you become a whole man?
You know how?
How?
Caller had one good reason or good.
He said, "Let go of all of their vices."
Yeah, their beliefs
or their beliefs.
Their beliefs.
He said, "Don't support none of their systems. Don't buy cable. Don't." I mean, he's saying. I heard him. He was saying everything from A to Z. Don't purchase anything from their stores. Don't do anything. So okay, so if that's the start, then how are you going to do that within this capitalistic society in America? How can you accomplish that?
Watch this.
Let's take some steps. I want to hear that.
Watch this. We still got abusive parents in Africa. Family members who participated in slavery. Mm-hmm. We still got a broken relationship to heal with family over there.
Right. There you go. We can't all go back at one time. It can't be a massive, let's get 15 of these cruise ships and take everybody back to Africa. How does that happen? How do you And then my thing too is this though. All black people don't come from Africa. I mean from the slave trade. So let's say that. Let's get that
that's
right.
true
It
too.
was black people already here in the United States. Before.
So guess what we got to do?
A lot of black people feel like this is our land right here.
Exactly. So guess what we got to do? It's all family, right?
Right.
So now you got to go back, get past the $5 white slaves or white Indians. Let's get past the $5 white Indians all of a sudden.
Right.
Take the feather out of your limp ass bang.
Right.
Let's get past them. Then we go back and start understanding what Big Mama and them was talking about, because Big Mama and them knew what tribe they was from.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about.
You find your oldest uncle. Big Mama's brother's name was Skid. I said, "Is that that's what his name was?" Yes. We only knew him by Skid. My daddy named him something else.
Right.
But he never told us.
Right.
You know them kind of parents.
Absolutely.
I ain't got time to tell you what this nigga name is. This nigga named Skid.
Yeah. It's black people that come from all over, man, not just the slave trade. I want people to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Even white people. All black people didn't come here on no fucking slave boat, bro.
And that's 100% I agree with.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is you find out those connections on both sides.
Right.
Your
Absolutely.
American side.
That's our job to do. Yeah, right.
Which is actually pre-American. Your pre-American side.
Part of the steps to the solution we talk
Part
about.
of the steps we've been talking about. Your pre-American side and then your pre-African side.
That's right. That's real.
And now
we talking.
Now you can come home and create a definition of manhood that doesn't have any white supremacy in it.
Once you figure out those steps and we connect those dots, you can do it.
You know what that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to a definition of God without him.
Right.
That's going to lead to a definition of value.
How about that?
Without him.
Yep.
That's going to lead to a definition of love and how to love without him.
What's going to be the white man's response? We don't talk about this enough.
What's going to be
the
you niggas
white
doing?
man response to right? Or is it going to be another Oklahoma City? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, bombing. I mean, what is it going to be? Tulsa, Oklahoma. Should I say? Excuse me. Black Wall Street. It's going to be that again because that's what it would be. Because that's what they were doing. They were saying, fuck all this shit. We got our own shit. They bombed that motherfucker.
Do you understand what it's about?
That's how diabolical these motherfuckers are. So what I'm saying to you is all this shit we talking about sound good.
Watch this.
And real sweet to do. But you start fucking around and trying to do this shit.
Right.
What is going to be the result? What is going to be their response, should I say?
You want me to answer?
Yeah.
Hey, where Howie Bell at? There he is. He's right over there. Pew.
Right.
That's what. Pew.
Yeah. People can start getting killed.
That's what it is. Pew.
It's got to be bloodshed before any of that shit can be accomplished.
But listen.
That's the reality that niggas don't want to face, or motherfuckers, period, in general. People got to die to get to that part of the solution you talking about. And a lot of people.
But see, black
for a long time.
So can you call
You
yourself?
got people overseas right now still throwing bricks at tanks. They've been trying for generations to get out of their fucking oppression over their oppression. You know what I'm saying?
Can you call yourself a black man if you're not willing to die for something?
Nah, you can't.
If you're
You
not
gotta be
willing to
willing
stand for something and
Hey,
die
man,
for something.
you'll fall for anything, brother. I know all about it.
Pew. They know what it is. If you know,
them niggas throwing bricks at tanks.
If you know, listen, this is the shit that kills me. This is shit that kills me, dog. If you know who the devil is, and he can still cut a deal with you,
all right, man.
And I'm saying, regardless of race, if you know what evil is, and evil still can get your ear, look, I know I fucked up on the last deal,
but I got something new.
But listen, this time, this shit right here, my nigga, I got you. Pew. They gonna come.
Can you even obtain a certain amount of money without cutting a deal with the devil?
Look at that. But see, they've made money. Listen to this. They've tied money into the definition of man.
Manhood. You're a man. Cut this deal to become a man.
Now, when I tell a woman, find another currency that's not in his wallet, she's stumped. She looking like she on the 99th level of the home version of Jeopardy.
She can't handle it.
Find something valuable in him
other than that
that's not in his wallet.
That's a tough question for a lot of women to answer.
Where is
Some can though.
Yeah, where is it in him? And do you have access to it? And can you cultivate it? Can you use your nurturing power to help it grow? Yeah. You want a relationship, don't you? But the flip of that is, nigga, I ain't your mama. I'm not your therapist. I'm not here to raise you, nigga.
Verbal abuse.
Come
more of it.
Assembled, nigga. They looking for pre-assembled
Come
niggas
ready.
now.
Yeah, just add water, nigga. Just add water and shake and stir, nigga. That's it.
I want a Kool-Aid, nigga.
I don't want to do nothing extra. I hate that too.
Woo.
I do not like that, brother.
And don't say shit when I get mad and argue with you.
Man, that's what I'm talking. I hate that, bro. A lot of brothers out here going through a lot of verbal abuse, man, and they're not telling nobody about it. They're just going home and dealing with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's killing them. Like you said, almost every black man got something they holding inside that they ain't talking about.
Just holding it.
And a lot of that shit got to do with the way they deal with their significant others in their home.
Holding it in their motherfucking prostate, holding it in their pancreas, holding it in their lungs, holding it in their heart. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brother's passing away, man.
Fuck him. His cousin always liked her.
Crazy.
Callers, you're on the line. This shit's crazy right now.
Crazy.
Me and Howie Bell, we in here.
We here, brother.
Let me get another one.
You've been lit up. You've been lit up the whole show, man.
Caller, you're on the line.
Oh, hello. This is Malik again for Chicago.
He got back too.
I seen in the comments, and what he took from what I was saying is getting misconstrued. I'm saying, from my point of view, you said people were saying that part of being a man is self-actualization and self-defining. You did not define your name. A slave master gave you that. So it is up to you to self-define yourself and give yourself a name that's from your culture. And I mean, yeah, people, there's evidence that Africans were here way before Europeans and even before the Mongoloid type of Asian, quote unquote, that are considered Native Americans today. But at the end of the day, they came here from Africa. So Africa is our home. And I understand that at the end of the day, it is just a label. But I'm saying you have to completely withdraw all ties to this system. And yeah, if you got to be willing to die for it. Because, I mean, we down for silly shit. I mean, we done eating fast food, we done gangbanging, we done doing all type of foolishness. And we not down for the shit we should be down for.
All right, brother. I thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Let's keep it. Yeah, it's real talk. Yeah, let's keep it coming. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, this is Orlando Washington. I'm the former straight male flight attendant.
I
want to comment on the call tonight, bro.
Speak on it, Mike.
Brother, I've been on both ends of this game. I literally remember back when in the day actually looking for women with money because I was trying to get my come up as a college student and having women teach me the game and help me take care of things. I've been on the other end where I could have one or two women flying them anywhere around the world where they were looking for the come up as well. And so I think a lot of times it's with a lot of these guys, man, they just don't really know what they're looking for. You got a lot of guys out here, these young kids, a lot of them just with women and the woman working all the time for years.
Right.
Some, but not all, but we all see it. The baby boy effect. You got some baby boys out here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have these other men out here, like in our generation, where, I'm not going to be feeding off no woman when I'm grown. I'm a grown-ass man. I just can't do that. Just can't do that. Even with the numbers that Tone puts up. You got to find a way to do something because we got to get back in charge of our homes. You got to.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Good looking, bro.
Much peace, love.
He brings up a good point.
Yeah. He made it clear, though. He's like, I'm the straight flight attendant.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, man.
He made that clear.
Let me tell you something. The hamster wheel of capitalism and transactional relationships puts so much pressure. Transactional relationships. Ain't no romance without finance.
Yeah. It's all based on what can you do. But you know what? It's like that in all relationships. Though.
But what I'm saying is
love relationships. It's like that in like human relationships with people.
But can we call them love relationships if they're transactional?
Nah, you can't.
See, transactional thinking has created concepts to try to make love make sense in a transactional world. Like love is a verb.
Right.
Love is about what you do, nigga.
Right.
You stop doing and stimulating. There's no need for me to love you anymore. I love what you do, not who you are.
So true, brother.
These motherfuckers out here fucking around big time and wondering why 50% of marriages end.
Yeah.
Well, most of them end over money.
A lot of them end over money, but a lot of them end because of the communication not there too. People don't know how to get to solutions. We talked about that before.
Oh, yeah.
So people don't even want to go through the solving of any kind of problem.
No.
So people just, fuck it, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to work through shit anymore.
Right. Well,
you understand? Nobody want to work for shit.
But that's because Oprah. Don't be around motherfuckers who like this or like that. Go around the people that are doing and blah. Listen.
You can't get a ready-made person to fit your personality. You cannot do it.
Everybody around you is around you for a specific spiritual reason. And you can act like the fuckery that this motherfucker brings to your life is not compatible with you if you want to. But why do you keep getting a different version of this nigga?
The same motherfucker.
It's the same nigga in a whole different human suit.
Don't want to work for what they really and truly want or desire. They're settling, and men and women do that. We settle.
God damn it, Bobby.
We'll settle. Because we like the way somebody look, we'll settle. We'll say, I don't want nobody else to get this person because they're beautiful.
How about it?
So they could get on my motherfucking nerves and drive me in the grave emotionally. I don't care. I can't let this go.
Look, somebody just said the light bill ain't gonna pay itself. Then use a candle, nigga.
You pay it your fucking self. How about that?
How about you go find a way, nigga?
I'm tired of that shit too. Like depending on you pay it. People need to start coming into relationships with your own shit.
You got house lights, but you're lonely.
Man, goddamn.
Yeah, you pay your bill. I know a lot of niggas who could pay bills,
man,
but are lonely.
Lonely as a motherfucker.
Because women see the motherfuckers as a snack. I'm not finna fuck with this goober, but I'm finna go to motherfucking Truxtons with them. I'm finna go to Mr. Chow's.
I'm
going to Benihana's.
Man, people have had kids by people they don't love, bro.
Well in their 50s, I done had conversations with these dudes going, what the fuck? I'm tired. They know I'm okay. And that's what they want out of this. Hey,
man.
They're going to pay the bills. Love. Get the fuck out of here, goober.
That's that settling shit.
It's a lot of settlers. We got niggas on the frontier, settlers.
Yeah, just settlers. Fuck it. Fuck it, I'm cool. Fuck it.
Fuck it, I'm cool.
I don't give a fuck about I really care about this motherfucker or not. I'm cool. As long as I'm here and just feel fake comfortable.
Right. Every other Wednesday, nigga, I got cream of wheat. I'm good, nigga. Hey, listen, where can they find you, brother? This was a great show, man. I love doing it with you, man. It was fun. It was smart. Tell us where they find you. How does everybody
keep the conversation going, y'all? Y'all can hit me up, man, on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. Any of those, just Howie Bell. If you want to get specific on Instagram, it's Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. That's at Howie Bizzell. And I'm on Dash Radio as well every Tuesday on the Kevin Tate Show with Howie Bell from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
What is that show like? Give them a little breakdown.
My show is up. It's an artist driven show. We interview artists, and we really get into your history, your present, you know what I'm saying, and your future as far as projects and things like that you've worked on. We really dig deep into your bio. We really focus on our guests, man, and our artists, man.
Man, listen, I appreciate you taking the time out.
Yes, sir, brother.
I'm finna go on up to the 5150 show, see what's popping.
Yeah.
We about to get it started.
Oh, yeah. So on some more shit.
You under dig, man. I appreciate you coming in, man.
Hey, brothers, man, listen, man. Y'all don't be scared, man. Don't be afraid, man. Get your self-esteem up, brothers. Brothers don't want to admit that they got low self-esteem and they're afraid. You can talk, man. It's all good, bro. Express yourself and tell people how you feel, brother.
You under dig?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Love you, man.
Voice of Reason, we out. I'll be back Friday night, 5 to 7 p.m. on Dash Talk X.
Peace.
Go.
Dope.
That shit was fire, boy.
Dope, man.